Let's not mention any names, but yeah.
He just put his hand on my butt.
I would try everything in my power to not do that.
Threw up in my mouth a little.
You can teach your cats to sit.
And we're talking about duck shit.
Stop!
I was just trying to not talk to anyone.
Or just incredibly indifferent.
I'm thinking about my leftovers a lot.
What happened in Vegas with Piff and Paul?
Welcome to What Happened in Vegas with me, Piff the Man Dragon, Paul the Beck.
How you doing?
Fine.
Good. Tired. We've been on tour. Me and you went on tour. Well, I came on your tour, sorry.
We have been on tour. We toured did 9 shows in 10 days?
Something like that.
10 shows in 11 days?
Yeah.
Something like that. And you were fantastic.
I was available.
Standing ovation.
I was available.
Standing ovation.
Yeah, just before the intermission.
Your act, I will have you know. Paul, you went on, you did your little shadow puppets.
Little shadow puppet.
Finger animals.
Yeah, that's what Jade calls it. I love your finger animals.
Yeah, you did your finger animals.
Yeah.
And then the audience as one stood up.
That did not happen, but...
Once. It did once.
Did it?
Yeah, on one show.
I didn't know that.
You were running away by that point.
I didn't know. That was nice. Oh, was it a fire drill?
We
had
great.
fun.
It was fun.
I loved it. You know what I didn't realize was I went, oh, great, yeah, just doing a little bit in the show. I'll have lots of time to do other things. So, no, you're still doing the same amount of touring as the person that's doing the main part of the show. You get a little bit extra time off during the show.
Yeah.
So you get an extra 45 minutes a day, but you're still doing all the other stuff.
Still doing all the other shopping, all the other thing that makes it impossible to work.
We saw and hung out less than when we're not on tour.
Yeah.
But that's how busy it was.
Yeah, I went on tour with Mumford & Sons and saw them for 3 minutes on stage every day because they were so busy.
You got to go on tour with Mumford & Sons, and I got
to go on tour with me.
I have a great photo of me and Mr. Piffles. We hung out a lot. We bonded. That was nice.
He's a good dog.
He likes me, unlike his papa, unlike his genetic papa.
He's a good
good
genetic dad. You didn't really get on well with.
I think we had respect for each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A grudging respect.
I had respect for him.
Yeah.
He had very little respect for me, but I loved him anyway.
We went on tour. We came back and we saw...
Oh, the Ehrlich brothers. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They came to our show.
They came with the whole crew, right?
The whole crew. And they bought tickets.
They bought tickets.
Can you believe that? 23 tickets.
As if they weren't spending enough money over here as it is. They bought 20 odd
tickets to see Piff the Magic Dragon.
It's more than I've ever done.
So we got to give them a little plug here.
Well, we went to the show. We sat with a bunch of magicians and we all thought we were going to be judging, and we were, but we were all like, that's nice. That's cool.
Very nice
that's
show.
Nice. Wow. I feel like it's like Eurovision. I don't know if people know Eurovision. That's where like all the European and some other countries get together and compete to have the best song.
Well, Will Ferrell made a movie out of it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And so it's like guilty pleasure. It's like what you want magic to be. Like, cheesy music and smoke machines, but it's just on such a big scale, wasn't it?
Yeah, and like people are being chopped in half and cars are floating and disappearing, and it's all the things.
A lot of pyro.
A lot of pyro.
A lot of glitter.
Yeah.
Quite
a lot of hair.
Lot of hair, a lot of hairspray.
It's everything you don't get at the Piff the Magic Dragon show.
Yeah. Abs 100. We get some streamers at the Piff the Magic Dragon.
A few streamers.
They're
ironic streamers.
Yeah. Here it was like pop, 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 pop. 50 people touring with the show, and then all the local
50 people
crew.
in their crew.
One night.
Yeah,
no second chances.
At the Orleans Arena.
Yeah, never been to anything there. I was quite surprised how big it was.
Had a nice time.
We did. We sat next to each other.
We did.
And Matt King.
Yeah. It was very nice. So if you see the Ehrlich brothers coming to you, go
check them out.
Yeah, you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
And then today's guest.
Oh, what a booking. When we started this, I thought we're going to go through your little black book very quickly.
You didn't think I could land
the quality of I mean, tell them who it is.
We've got Dita Von Teese coming up. Fresh from her residency
are beating hearts
in London.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing 2 concurrent residencies.
The London show is about. She's not in it. She's producing it, or I think
she's doing a UK tour.
Then she's going on a UK tour, and then there's also this show that there's part of her world, that Western show, which is there too.
And in the UK,
yeah, down in London,
she's doing 3 shows.
She's producing or part of a show on the South Bank, I think in
Right.
the old Proud venue or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
She's got her tour, Nocturne, which has
Yeah.
got some magic in it. And then she's got her residency here, which is her final week this year.
This is her final week.
Final week for this year and then back next year because she's got so much on.
Oh, so probably by the time this airs, it'll be back
Should have
next year.
finished here in Vegas, yeah. UK tour
And that's
coming.
the important thing about this podcast.
We're
is selling tickets for the artists while they're in residency. That's
you
why.
have a lot of British fans.
That's true.
She's off to the UK.
The UK, she's
Manchester,
coming.
Edinburgh, London, Birmingham, all over.
All over. Go and see Dita Von Teese. There she is. Today's guest is Queen of Burlesque, an icon, and now for the last 3 years, maybe, Las Vegas headliner, Dita Von Teese. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Dita.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Great to see you.
You too.
The
I'm happy
last
to be
time
here.
I saw you was at the Horseshoe
Yeah.
when you were on stage surrounded by 475 dancers and
Seems like that, doesn't it?
Burlesque legends.
burlesque legends and
Showgirls and
showgirls,
showboys.
showboys.
Show guys.
you had all of the old Jubilee costumes.
Yeah. I
You-
still have them, but now I'm at the Venetian in
Oh,
Voltaire.
You still have them in the
Mhm.
show?
Yeah,
because
as many as I could fit on the
As many as
the
you could
stage.
carry. Is that what the deal was?
Yeah, as many as I could carry down the strip running in the summertime.
So how's it going?
Great.
Welcome.
I just came back from London and I was opening a new like a little show there.
I think
And
my
I'm
friend
just-
was working on that.
Really?
David Harris.
What was he doing? There's so many people working on that show. I couldn't believe it.
I think he was producing it and working in there.
Okay,
He
okay.
was getting the venue ready.
Yeah. The
'Cause it
venue
was
is
a-
great. It
I-
was like it's a brand new venue, brand new show,
That's what
brand
you
new
said.
everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, a crazy, ambitious situation. And
Yeah.
so I just got back on Monday, and here I am, and I'm just very like happy to be back in my show, just because it's this is my heart show. This is my
Right.
like ultimate show here in
Yeah.
Vegas.
That's
You
how-
can't do a show like this anywhere else.
When
No.
I
know?
came to see that show, and however many, like you say, 437 in matching immaculate top hat and tails came out with the silk top hat and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
I was like, this is incredible. You don't get to see this anywhere else anymore.
Yeah, nobody
You
cares
don't
about
even get
that
to see it in
stuff
Vegas
anymore.
anymore.
That's what
There's
I mean.
no one
No,
else
there's
to
no
see it.
showgirl review in Vegas.
That
Like
is
when
it.
Jubilee closed, that was it.
Yeah.
And my show doesn't come, doesn't have as many people. It doesn't have 437 people, just so people know. But Jubilee
436.
had like at one time like 125 dancers on stage
Yeah.
at once, which is crazy. Which
Insane.
means there's so many multiples of those top hats, which is why I can put them in my show.
Well, as magicians growing up with all those,
God would love top hats.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird? You get into magic and you love all those kind of really stereotypical props.
Yeah.
And then you sort of go, oh, I want to get away from that. Shouldn't be that. And then it happens again.
One of my
I find myself drawn
favorite
to it
things in
again.
the world is the great Cardini's
Oh.
outfit at Magic
Oh,
Castle.
What a legend.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
very inspired by that. And also, I'm okay. When I was first doing my show in Vegas, which is now like 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
I had in 2019, I'd been working on some illusions myself,
Yeah.
and they're like, "You cannot put any of that in your Vegas show because you'll get killed by the other magicians. They'll be so angry with you." And I was like, "Why? It's just a punchline. Like my magic tricks are little punchlines. They're
Yeah.
not. I'm not trying to like be a magician, but." Yeah, so they told me because of Awakening having illusions in the show and people were all up in arms about it, that I
Oh.
couldn't put it in my show.
I literally came to your show and in your circus, I don't want to give too much away, but your circus number, I was like, I want to see a magic. I want to see
Right, I
the
wanted to make the
ringmaster.
tiger. I wanted
yeah.
the tigers to disappear. I wanted to do a Siegfried and Roy
You want
moment.
to get at least 4 tigers in your show.
Yeah, they needed to
There's a gap in
disappear
the market
different ways.
now.
I know.
What are those
Striptease
tigers
and
doing?
magic.
They want to be back in the business.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're
They're
just,
just
like,
rolling around in that
What's so-
mansion, just
rolling
waiting
around
for
in
dinner.
the desert.
Oh
yeah,
my
right.
God. My
Yeah.
business manager is the same business manager forever for Siegfried and Roy.
Really?
So they were kind of like, hey, so when I was talking about driving the Liberace car on stage, which I did, they're like, well, do you want to use one of the Siegfried and Roy cars like the Tigers came out of?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Now
then I
suddenly
was-
I've got too many choices.
Yeah. And then I looked at the cars and I was like, well, they're not exactly like a Liberace car. So I got my own and put rhinestones on it.
I went to visit their house a couple of years ago because somebody bought it and wanted to open it up. to
I
the
don't think you
public.
can call it a house.
It's like a
I
mansion.
thought
It is.
they should.
It is.
Shouldn't they make it a cat sanctuary, like for house cats,
I think they've done enough damage.
like a
to
cat
cats.
cafe? But no, like they could have made it the ultimate cat cafe. Like I would
Yes,
go there.
Right.
the ultimate cat cafe.
Yeah, like
That
you
is
go
exactly
there
what it
and
should
you
be.
have your tea and coffee and,
And they're all,
desserts,
like,
and then
mini
there's just little house
tigers
cats
Served
everywhere,
by cats.
right?
Oh, I'm
Cats
so
I would love
allergic.
that.
Pouring the
I'd be
tea.
terrible.
Are you?
You're allergic to cats?
Yeah.
I used to be too, but then
My-
I just put them all over my
Yeah,
body.
my,
and
my
figured
friend's
get
got
over
my
it.
friend's got like a ragdoll one that I'm not very allergic
Oh,
to,
yeah.
and they've got some sphinx. Yes, the hairless ones. Yeah, and those I'm fine with, but
Hmm.
normal tabby cat, terrible.
Yeah, it depends on what you're allergic to, like the dander or the
Right.
saliva or
Oh,
the,
God
you know.
knows.
The saliva.
I pretend that I don't
Yeah.
like cats as a result because
Oh,
I say, "Oh, I'm a dog person. I'm
come
not a cat
on.
person," and then
like
a cat
dogs and
likes me, and then I'm like, "Well, this cat's nice." And then
I
you
grew
know.
up with cats, and I do like cats a lot. But having got a Chihuahua, he's like a cat with love. He's like an
Mm.
unconditional cat.
You do realize now that Siegfried and Roy have closed, well, not just closed, gone. You have the most ferocious animal
Yeah,
act
right.
on the strip.
Is that true? Am I the only one with
Popovich,
animals?
maybe?
Well, he's not a magician, is he?
No.
Oh.
And
Am I
they're
the
all
only
trained.
magic show with live animals?
I saw the Popovich show recently.
That
I
used
was
to be my
dying.
favorite
They-
show when I
you
was
know,
a
it's
kid.
just funny as the kids are just laughing their faces
Oh,
off.
yeah.
It's so funny.
It's got a
Just
mini
the-
train full of animals. What is there not to like?
It must be brutal being Popovich though, because he comes on, he does acts in between, which I didn't realize until I saw the show.
and he's got a lot of skill.
Yeah, he's really good.
Amazing.
No one
He's
cares.
does all these incredible juggling acts and circus acts,
Bring
and
back the-
everyone is just like, "Can we have the cats back,
Yeah.
please?
yeah,
Yeah.
the cats
Can
are
we
the
have the
best
dogs
part,
playing
though.
football again?"
There's rats.
Yeah, there's
There's little
everything.
rats.
There's
Scurry
I saw
onto the tray.
like geese.
Yeah. Backstage, I mean, having
I
a
love
dog
a backstage
backstage
tour.
is
Yeah.
hard.
You got the backstage tour?
No, I'd love one.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
I'd
get
love
one.
I think you might need to take a nose plug if
Yeah.
you're going.
Oh.
There was a guy called Dirk Arthur, and he had this show, and the big poster on the front of the building was the best show in Las Vegas with live tigers. And then you walk through the lobby, you go up to the theater, and it says the only show in Las Vegas with live tigers. And he was the last one. And
Wow.
Pan and I went to see him because we wanted to see all the tigers. And I said to Pan, "I'm buying the tickets." I said, "What should I get? They got regular, they got VIP, they got super VIP, and they got presidential." And he's like, "We want presidential." So we get these presidential tickets, right? We go, there are 2 seats right at the front, like 4 foot from the stage. Just one table for 2 with like a candlelit table, and it's us. And we're like, "Oh, God."
Was there anyone else in the audience, or was it just
10 feet
a
behind
show
us.
for you? Oh, I love it.
10 feet behind us,
I
there was the
love it.
rest of the audience.
How romantic.
And Dirk comes out and he clocks Penn. And you see the color just drain from his face.
Oh.
And now, Penn and I see all these animals, and we realize they're just held with like keychains. If
Oh, yeah.
any of them like suddenly bolt for
Decide
us,
to go.
that's it. Like we're just done. And then I was like, and the headline's going to be Penn and guest die at the Dirk Arthur show. I'm like, I'm not getting any billing in this. And there's duck shit on my foot. I was watching the show, and duck.
Well, they can't hold it. A duck, you can't
hold
toilet
it.
train a
They're
duck.
just shitting all over my foot, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not sure this. It wasn't a 5-star show for me.
Yeah. I'm so glad that we've got, glamour icon here on the show, and we're talking about duck shit.
Duck shitting on our feet. Have you
That's-
ever had to work with any animals?
No,
No.
because I don't know. I mean,
You haven't been in
Think-
like some
no, I guess
guest appearance
not. Like,
thing, and they're like, we're gonna put like 17 doves in this act.
no,
No.
no, I don't think so. But I always just think like animal shows are only okay, right, if it's your pet, right? Like
I'm
I
not
would
sure.
love
I mean,
that's where I feel like it's just
I did like 5,000 shows with the original Mr.
Mhm.
Piffles, and he seemed to like it, but
yeah.
like I don't know, maybe he just like was just like
Well, he was certainly a lot nicer on stage than he was off stage,
Yeah.
to me at least.
he could just be very codependent and be like, look, if you want me to do this, I'll do this,
Stockholm
but I don't
syndrome.
really want to do this, but. No, he seemed to have a good time. But yeah, if it's not your pet, then I don't know
Yeah.
what we're doing.
I
here.
used to travel with one of my cats, and like I have had Devon Rexes for the last 25 years.
Right.
They're kind of like they're curly and they're like the intelligent breeds, and they say they're like a dog in a cat outfit. And
Right.
so my soulmate Kitty used to travel with me all the time, like ride on top of my luggage. I brought him on stage a few times, like for a curtain call because he was on tour with me.
Yeah.
So he was like very cool and very like, I wish he could have done a
Are
trick.
those the
He
ones
didn't
that've
do a
got like
trick.
fur kind of like this one?
Yeah,
So little
exactly.
swirls.
They have
Okay.
curly hair.
Cute.
Yeah.
Like a little teddy.
They're
Oh,
just,
yeah.
they're funny. They act like dogs. Like they come to the door when you come home, and they're very like
Oh.
responsive. And
They get the
my
mail.
cats can like, you know, can teach them to sit and stuff like that.
You can
But
teach your cats to sit.
yeah, one of my cats can sit.
Oh.
People teach their cats
You
to
can
use
What am I
teach
the,
doing?
cats
Maybe I
use
should
the
get rid of
toilet.
Yeah.
I'm $120,000 into chihuahuas right now, so I need to
Yeah,
keep
I
them
would
going.
like to have a cat or a dog that can jump through a little hoop on stage, and that's
Yeah.
my dream. Is like
Well-
just one little trick, and my pet jumping through a hoop, cat or dog.
Dressed in a
hoop?
little lion outfit.
Doesn't need to be flaming. It could just be a hoop, and
It'd
I'll
be
be like,
better if it was
yay.
flaming.
It would be better. If
Everything's
it was
better
flaming.
flaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've cloned Mr. Piffles,
Yes.
and we got Fortune, who's sat here on a little
I see
cannon,
him. He's
sleeping.
So cute. He's tired
So-
of it already.
He seems to enjoy the shows, but when you put a costume on him, he just refuses to move, which is
Yeah, I
fine
had-
because that's like,
I had dachshunds that were like that. They
Right.
were like, I love to dress up my dachshunds, but they're like, I can't move now.
yeah, they're just done. That's it. They're
Yeah.
like, okay, well, nothing more from us. But and I wanted to train Fortune to do like a little obstacle course at the end of the show. So he does nothing all the show, and then suddenly last minute you see him
Goes, yeah.
and hitting a button, confetti goes off.
Yeah.
And we spent thousands on a dog trainer.
Ugh,
Got nowhere.
didn't.
Got nowhere with him. Maybe a year and a half ago, we were like, hey, this works so well with Fortune. Let's clone one more dog so that Fortune has an understudy. So he doesn't have to do every show like the original Piffles did. So we start the process again. And this time, there were twins born. And the deal is that you get to keep the whole litter, as many of the litter as you want, for the same price.
Mhm.
So we got a 2-for-1.
Wow, that's good.
And the last time the dog trainer came, the twins were just about old enough to fit in the costumes and start training. And guess what? They are legends. They run all the way across the stage. They do obstacle courses. They press
Oh my
buttons.
gosh.
So maybe another 3 months and that'll be in the show.
Oh God.
And this one we'll just do, and we'll sort that live in the show because you can't tell them apart.
Right.
So you never know who's on.
And we're thinking of doing the same with Piff as well. So he'll
Yeah.
just be his usual sort of down, morose self. And then at the end, he's just going to...
Yeah, little happy Piff runs
little
around,
happy Piff's
high
gonna-
fiving the audience.
It's me in a onesie, but you know.
Yeah. God, that would be amazing if we could find a clone for me. Just to do the
I
paperwork.
think
I'll
the
do
same thing
shows.
often. Just like
Yeah.
I just like when you just can't be in two places at once. you
Yeah,
know,
I still
just-
do the shows. I like the shows.
Yeah.
I just don't like
yeah.
running the business.
I like doing the show, but like I would like to have somebody doing my London show for me. I
Good.
like the touring. Every show. Last night was my first night back here in this show in like 6 or 7 weeks, and I was so jazzed about it. I was like, this show is my favorite show ever. It just felt
Yeah.
so like, because my London show, I'm sitting there half the time because it's not meant to be the Dita Von Teese show. It's like Dita Von Teese presents. So I
Right.
was very much like backstage like this the whole time. But I was also glad I wasn't getting soapy and wet in the champagne glass. I was
Yeah.
also glad I didn't, have 75 costume changes. But
A change is as good as a rest, right? So it's,
Yeah.
I always feel like that. If you're doing a show or whatever, going and doing something else and then coming back to it, you're totally re-energized,
yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah.
You guys are looking for clones. I'm just looking for a gig, but
First of all, where's Jade?
Jade is doing showgirl things.
we're having
I
her
thought I was going to
cloned.
for sure
Having
see
a
her.
clone. What's that?
I thought I was going to for sure see her today.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I know not really
That is a
much of a
disappointment,
replacement.
yeah.
John feels the same, but
Yeah. No, instead you got Paul.
yeah, I mean,
Nice to meet you.
so
No feathers, no rhinestones.
absolutely.
No,
Lots
you
of
and Jade
shit.
know a lot of the same people and
Yeah,
a lot of the same
we're like from
designers.
the feature dancer world, the
Yeah.
headlining stripper world,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't know about that side of her.
There's a lot
Can you
I don't
imagine
know.
if you were like,
Don't ask, don't tell.
And there's a lot that I am happy to not know as
Right,
well.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
but I do know that bit. Yeah. Yeah. She was Miss Nude World.
Yeah, she was like very good friends with my like creative partner, Catherine Delish. She
Yeah.
was like, we toured. So they knew each other better than I know I met her many times, but
When she here's what we'll do. We'll get her to have her own podcast.
Yeah.
Without us.
Okay.
And you can come and do that one as well.
That sounds fine.
Jet Sweet X are the worst. I was on them, and the reason I liked them was because they were like, oh, it's like a private jet, and you'll just be left to your own devices. You won't be bothered by like people trying to do nice things for you, which is the worst thing anyone can do for me is try and help me. I don't know how to deal with that. And
Yeah, I can confirm that. Is
Usually
true.
I just say something very offensive by accident.
or just incredibly indifferent.
Yeah. Jade's often been mistaken for my carer on flights.
Yes.
That is a almost weekly occurrence.
Didn't somebody once say, "Oh, it's so amazing what you do" to her on a flight
yeah.
because
Yeah.
they thought you were with your carer?
Yeah.
So nice.
So I'm on this Jet Sweet X flight, and they're doing what they said they're gonna. They'll leave me alone. I'm like, this is great. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hi, I'm the CEO of Jet Sweet X," and I'm like, "Okay, congratulations. What do you want? What do you think we can do to improve this service?"
Oh my God.
And I said, "Oh, actually, I was just trying to not talk to anyone.
Yeah.
So maybe don't talk to me right now.
Not send the CEO.
Right.
to-
Maybe you could
You'd
just
think
not.
when you're CEO, you wouldn't
you
have
would-
to be
you would know
working the. It's like having a small business.
Makes
Was
you
he like
concerned.
making the meals and
Yeah,
and
exactly.
doing the whole thing?
Like giving
yeah.
me the nuts, counting them,
Yeah.
like feed into me
Small
one by
bit.
one. And so he sort of like went
That's how they
away.
keep the price.
I was on the. I did it again. The same CEO, because there's only one, was on the flight and asked me again, and it happened a third time. And by the end of the third time, I was like, "Buddy, I'm going to stop taking this flight because of you."
Oh my God.
Did you say that?
Did you
Yeah.
say it?
You
Oh,
actually said that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Would you like some more
that's
confidential
why I
nuts?"
was like,
Yeah.
don't be bashing Jet Sweet X on the podcast.
Yeah, well, also
but
to-
now I know that you've already upset them.
Oh,
out.
yeah,
I'm
More
not going
personally,
back on
right?
that flight. Yeah. They never have me
I
back.
know. I still
Obviously,
take it like during
Caesars would just send the jet for you.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
wouldn't
Of
they?
course, yeah. RuPaul and I.
Right?
Yeah.
I was told the same thing. I was like, "Oh, what about the Venetian jet? Can I use that?" And they're like, "Yes, it's $4,500 an hour. You can use it whenever you want."
$4,500 an hour. I wonder what is that cheaper?
Of course, my first question after that was, "How many people does it seat?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you
Thinking,
start
like,
going into
I'm
business
thinking like
mode.
the VIP, like LA, who wants to get on? Like,
Yeah, you could do
that you
that.
could, you
Right.
could like pool
Charter.
it together. Maybe it'd be fun. But I don't know. I just, yeah, I think to be fair, one thing I'll say for Jet Sweet X is that they get a hard time, I think, because all of the big airlines are trying to screw them over so that they can't be on time. You know what I mean? Because they're jealous.
Tactical
Oh.
about
Je-
it.
you
No,
know,
but
like
they fly to
they get
private
on the-
airports.
It's like a whole thing of the airport.
But it's a private airport.
I think that they, I don't know.
Well, the
I think they have a
terminal
lot
might
of
be, but the
issues
runway
with it.
won't be. The runway's shared.
Right.
So
That's what
Oh.
I had heard
Yeah.
anyway.
now, what I'm interested in talking about these flights, and you went straight into, oh, okay, with LA, and can I get some of the other people? A lot of people might not know this. You're kind of a whole round business person. Like you do wear a lot of hats within your organization,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's not
Yeah.
just being on stage and
No,
being the
no.
Does
character
everyone
and
come to
everything.
you for everything?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Callie, does everyone come to me for everything? I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Anything.
Like,
Name something. Like, oh, I just fell over and I can't, like somebody pushed me down the stairs or whatever it is. There you go. So yes. There you go. Everyone
yeah,
comes to you for
mostly. I
everything.
think that my show manager / tour manager, Alicia, also known as the Grim Reaper, because she fires people for me,
Oh,
so I
no.
don't have to do that ever.
Great.
It's the worst.
She's really good at that.
Have you had to fire people in the past?
Oh yeah, I mean,
How do you do it? Fire me.
I make her. I don't do it. I make
She's
the
not
Grim
here.
No,
Reaper
but
do
when
it.
you had to do it yourself.
no, we need
I
Alicia.
never would do it myself.
Oh, you didn't do it. You just kept
I
useless people
put
on for
those
years.
boundaries up right away. I'm like, oh boy. Like
Yeah.
if I had to fire Callie over here, I'd have my business manager do it.
Wow. It's
The
not
key-
like
the
she's
locks
thought it
would be
through or
changed.
anything.
Yeah. You're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have Kelly's back here sitting on the couch taking care of everything for the viewers at home? How long have you guys worked together? Wow.
14 years.
See how
Oh,
that
so
is?
that's why you
God.
can joke about firing her. You
Yeah,
guys
we
are
can
like,
joke.
this
She's
is
not
this
going
is a
anywhere.
relationship. This
Yeah,
is
my
yeah.
longest employee is dead. It was a dog.
also employee, employer, employee.
Right.
It was hard to tell who was working who.
I was working for him,
Yeah,
basically.
basically.
Yeah. 14 years.
I know, right?
Oh my
That's
God,
awesome.
that's
It's
how
our
much you don't want
longest
to fire
relationship.
people.
Both of ours.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I've had to fire people. It's the
Yeah.
worst.
Oh yeah.
I'm bad at it.
I can't think of a time where I had to fire somebody.
I like that negotiation thing in theory. You know, when you're supposed to like, you're supposed to tell them your price and then stop talking, and whoever talks first loses. That one. That's how I am with firing people. I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't working out, so basically you don't have a job. And then I just wait and see what happens next. And I just hope they leave.
Wow.
Ghosting.
How do you fire people, Paul? Because you're an employer now.
Yes. I don't know. Hopefully the people that are working for me are just, going to be with me for 14 plus years.
Yeah.
You do realize that, don't you? Everyone talks about it, and maybe you don't notice in show business as much at first, but in the outer corporate business world, everybody goes, it's all about hiring. It's all about hiring. And then you go, wow, it really is.
Yeah, we've got a couple of people we've hired like changed the game for us.
Yeah.
Have like elevated what we do.
But then occasionally you hire somebody,
Occasionally.
they're like, this person is not good.
How long has it been the dream to have the Vegas show?
I feel like it was kind of like a distant, like, oh, wouldn't that be nice? I bet I could do something really special because I've been touring for so long.
Yeah.
And I was on my last tour, and Live Nation and like Live Nation Vegas, Live Nation Vegas. And
I know Kurt well.
yeah, right. I love Kurt.
Yeah,
Kurt changed
he's a
it
good
for
guy.
me. And then Alex M from Caesars came to see me in Chicago. I was doing the Chicago theater. It was sold out to the rafters. I couldn't have asked for a better
That's incredible.
thing for them to, because it's a big room.
That is a
too.
big room. Say 3,000.
I think it's like 3,500 or
Yeah.
3,800. It's big. So that kind of like sold them on it. And originally what happened was they brought me over, and Kurt was like, I have an idea. I feel like the Jubilee Theater. And of course I loved Jubilee. It was my favorite thing to do in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I always saw Jubilee. I was there for like the week that it closed and everything. So, but then I was standing there in the Horseshoe and I was like, ooh, like this is not like the Wynn or the Venetian.
Right.
And I was a little bit standing in the Jubilee Theater, and it had been closed. Like all the lighting is obsolete. It's like nobody's been in there really. And I was like, I don't know. And then I said to Alex, I was like, where's the costumes? And he goes, oh, they're downstairs. We don't know what to do with it. And I was like, I know what to do with it. And basically I said, if I can use all of the stuff from Jubilee,
Right.
I will put on a show here. But I was not going to do just my touring show there.
No. You
I was
can't
like,
just
I
do your touring show.
needed something
Right.
sweeten the deal. And it's like, if I can use all the things that came out of the ceiling and out of the floor. And
Yeah.
so that was really like the exciting thing for me, was to reinvigorate that room and to use all of those amazing lifts and discs and things that came out of the ceiling, because it's like it is the last showgirl theater in the world.
Yeah.
It's like a little pop-up book in there. There's that many little
And all the sets are there
lifts
from
and
Jubilee.
things coming in and out, and
The Titanic.
They were starting to destroy them when I walked in.
Oh.
The stairs had been chainsawed partially, and I was like, stop, I'll use this stuff. And they were just like going to town on destroying stuff, because that creates jobs for people.
It's wild, isn't
So
it? Because
I
you would
was-
just think somebody would be
Yeah.
like, well, we should at least see if
That
anyone wants to
somebody
buy
was
it.
me. I was very like, stop the presses. We rebuilt part of the stairs and did our best to kind of piece things together.
Yeah.
And when I moved to the Venetian, I was trying to get things over to I got some things over to the Venetian, the Bob Mackie costumes and all the costumes I use in the show I have over there. But, there was like a few set pieces that we couldn't get out the door because they were built in the Jubilee. So, and you can't cut those things
That's like
because they're all
car.
old 70s era fiberglass. You can't like chop things up. So I was kind of devastated. And of course the day after I left, they went back to work on destroying stuff. And it's still like, I feel a little sick to my stomach when I think about it. But but it was fun to see that place shine again, and to experience the discs, the showgirl discs, they come out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's pretty precarious. I had to actually,
Because you would ride one down at the opening,
and the
right?
first time I did it,
Whoa.
I was in there and
like
they
Lance
go,
Burton on the
you wanna
chandelier
ride
coming in.
it?"
I
Right.
love it.
I was like, yeah, I want to ride it. And I got up there, and your body is not ready because it's like a little like 3-foot disc on wires.
I'm not good at heights. I can't.
And
even-
Fly
I was-
in at the top of your show.
With my
What are you
eyes
talking
closed.
about?
with my eyes
But
closed.
you get used to it,
Yeah, you
right?
don't
Because
look
I
too
just rode it
enthusiastic.
till I got used to it.
Yeah, you
Every day
do.
I was like, twice a day I'm going to get on this thing until don't feel like I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Because I was not going to not ride it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. I'm not going to not fly in, but I'll just
No, you're
look
just like
straight ahead. And,
showbiz. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It was a really amazing experience, but we had things like lighting. The
your
lighting that we
Liberace's
brought in
car.
was crazy. Well, it wasn't Liberace's car. I bought it and I had it wrapped and crystallized with crystal, and I was. Oh
You had Liberace's car.
no, but it sits in the museum next to Liberace's cars.
Oh,
now.
there you go. Take it.
Mhm. Yeah.
You had the car parked next to Liberace's car.
Yeah, close enough.
We did the podcast yesterday. We recorded a episode with one of our favorite ushers, and I said, "Wow," it's about 6 times in a row.
Oh.
It was just me going, "Wow, wow, wow."
Actually,
But
it's a shame that we didn't have Jimmy and Dita here
Yeah.
together, because
Oh,
I
that
feel
would
like
be fun.
Jimmy is from that era that we
Yeah.
all love.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we were just talking about that before we started. You have to pinch yourself sometimes, because we're used to this Vegas right now, but then sometimes you just have that moment where you either cross paths with someone who was here from a long time ago, or there's some history and you're like, oh yeah, that
Like when's the
Vegas
first-
was right here.
What's the first year that you came to Vegas?
2012.
Oh, okay, see.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't living here,
Oh,
but I came.
I
reckon
was here
it
in
was
like 1991. Like I saw
Yeah,
James Brown
exactly.
when he first got out of
Right.
jail, like do the thing with the
Mm.
cape and the,
Yeah.
I feel like I had some amazing,
Yeah, I feel like
even in the 90s was not like it was in the 80s or 70s or 60s, obviously, but I still feel like
This-
I got a little bit of that gritty Vegas.
Dita, do you remember your first time performing in Vegas, or like kind of like what led up to that? Like, how did you first come to Vegas?
Oh, well, I performed here a lot over the years. Like, I remember doing the poker championship
Oh yeah.
thing in like the mid 2000s or something like that. I remember I had food poisoning. That's why I remember it. I was wearing my costume and had food poisoning, threw up in my mouth a little before I went on stage. And then I would always come through here on tour and do
Right.
like the House of Blues. And I did like some rave things like at Mandalay Bay Arena, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, and private events, people's birthday parties.
And that's why coming and doing the resident show, it's such a different beast,
Yeah, it's
right?
so
You're
different
like,
because like you can't really, if you come here on your tour stop,
Yeah.
which we see this and hear about it all the time, you can't compete with everybody's shows.
No.
You can't put the advertising everywhere like that you can here. So I think like the exciting moment was seeing like the videos of my show on the billboards. That was like, wow, that's a real Vegas show. But when you
Yeah.
just come through, it's not the same.
They were the first episode of Hacks, the HBO show. I
love
watched that.
show.
And they drove down the strip, and my face is on the side of the flamingo. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Nice.
What's
That's a
happening?
good one. You didn't have to pay for that?
Yep.
Did they have to ask
pay
you
for it.
permission?
No, no, they didn't ask us. We didn't.
I
have
was
to pay
wondering
for it.
about that actually when I saw that shot. I love that show. When I saw that shot, I was like, oh, how lucky the people are that their billboard is
Yeah.
like showing
That
up here.
show
Or
is
did they have to like,
great.
it's great.
They must own the Joan Rivers estate so much.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know how it was done, because I mean, it's
I have a rule.
it's so her, but it's not.
It is
I had the same agent as Joan Rivers for a while.
Have you
know that-
watched that
Yeah,
documentary?
you know the
It's so
documentary
good.
where she's like
Yeah.
on the phone.
Yeah.
That's my old agent.
Oh,
Yeah, he didn't even know he was in it until he saw the documentary. And he's like, "You can't do that." And she was a bit like, "Well, I did." So it's
I mean,
done.
that's how she was.
So we're done.
You see, it's like a Manhattan apartment, and she's got like a dining
It's
room for
incredible.
40 people.
Yeah.
She's like knocked through. It's just
But
amazing.
what I remember watching that, and I'm like, what a lesson! Like she's opening up the diary and like empty, empty, empty,
Mm-hmm.
empty. She's Joan Rivers, and the diary's empty, empty, empty.
And she's also like flying private jet to go do
Right.
yucks.
And then she turns it all around.
It's amazing.
She just like books it all up. She's incredible.
She was at my house once for like a
She was at your house.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
something for
come
the
on
E
now.
channel. Like we filmed a thing of like fashion police or something of her going through my wardrobe, and then I drove her around in one of my vintage convertible cars, and I have a great picture of me laughing my face off with
Wow.
her, just like this. I don't know what she'd said, but
Oh,
it's really
really?
great. I mean, us in the car together.
Oh,
But yeah, it was some kind of like show, and I remember, I think it was Jackie Beat. Do you know Jackie Beat?
No.
Oh, like a great funny drag queen, not a drag race queen, before that, giving her her lines and stuff. It was really fun to watch, like somebody feeding her lines. So that must have been when we were around then, Callie. When was that?
That was early on. So that must have been like 2013.
Yeah.
Oh, what a powerhouse she was.
Yeah. Las Vegas icons. Who was it for you? James Brown. Who is
yeah,
it?
I mean, let's see, Vegas icons. I mean, when the Liberace Museum closed, I was really, really upset about that. That was my besides Jubilee, those were my favorite things to do. And Wayne Newton, I love.
He's the greatest.
Love.
He's in our old showroom.
I know. I saw him there.
It's crazy.
I could watch that
show's
show over
great.
and over.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you seen that show yet?
No, I want to.
You got to see that show. It's the most charming thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
I'm so obsessed with that whole era of the kind of all-round entertainment. I know he passed, like Danny Gans, the kind of like, I love that not when I say impersonator, not as in like a tribute act, but the impressionist, where it would be they just put a hat on, or they just put Sammy Davis, when you watch him do his show, it was like he'd sing, then he'd be on the drums, then he'd like untie his bow tie.
Multi-hyphenates.
Yeah,
I'm a single hyphenate.
It's the
best.
It was like the economy in like a scene change. It's kind of like Fosse. It's like you put on a pair of gloves and it's suddenly like a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And all those little tricks, love that. So yeah, I need to see Wayne. I went to see Barry a few weeks back.
Oh, I saw Barry as well. But
Fabulous.
Wayne, after the show, just stands there and talks as long as people will stay and talk to him. Like, we do a meet and greet afterwards, and we bang through it, and we, try and be as nice as we can to everybody.
Sometimes you don't talk for as long as anyone would even want to talk.
But you're just thinking about I'm thinking about my leftovers a lot. Like
right.
Food in the fridge, eating out of cold food out of a box. Like that's what I'm
like. What kind
of
meet and greet do you do?
I mean, I think I spend some time. People come on stage, and I see them one at a time, sign a little picture, take pictures on their phone, chit chat if they have things they want to ask me. I've thought about getting, though, like a breathalyzer, which will cover in rhinestones, and using it, because like that's where I get like, I can't do this anymore. Like when people are falling down drunk. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Or no? It doesn't happen that often, but
I get a lot of. It was this guy who came to a meet and greet once. He was probably about 93, 95. He's a very old guy. And when he took the picture, he just put his hand on my butt and gripped me so hard.
Oh,
I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let him have this one.
That happened to me one time where I was doing the meet and greet, and this guy had like a couple like girls that were probably strippers, and I'm a stripper. I'm saying that not as like a, but he paid for meet and greet for all these girls. And as we're posing for the picture, his hand goes on my butt, not a second after a crisp $100 bill. And I was like, thanks. Then he does it again, another crisp $100 bill. Thanks.
Oh.
Then he does it again, another crisp $100 bill. Thanks. With pleasure, sir.
Yeah,
Keep going. I can play this game all night. But I come from strip clubs. I used to headline strip clubs. So I was like, oh, it's fine. Financial apology. I'll take it.
I love it.
I love it.
Now somebody's going to hear that. But come loaded with crisp.
Yeah,
they need to be crisp.
Inflation
$100
since
bills.
then.
inflation.
I will not
Bitcoin.
accept fives. 10. Yeah, big wire transfer is okay too.
That's so funny.
You ever do restaurant magic, Paul?
Not really. No, I was one of those people that I would try everything in my power to not do that gig. That was why I was a street before. I preferred to go do because that was like a stage show on the street. I'd rather do that than go and do magic while somebody's mashed potato arrives.
Interrupting their nice evening.
Yeah,
Brutal.
And if you look in your wallet right now, the steak's here.
I did a restaurant in Croydon, of all places.
well,
Where's that?
It's
Exactly.
where dreams die. That's where
It's like Milton Keynes.
It's about.
What's Milton Keynes?
Oh, exactly.
Well, Milton Keynes was this town they built in the UK from the ground up.
Yeah.
So all the roads like are straight, and it's like a grid system.
It's a bit, but to an American, it would probably just be like,
like
just
any
city.
regular
But
place.
so you know how London is like,
Right.
all over the place and what have you. This is just like everything's a grid system, and
then Croydon is on the outskirts of London. And I did a small Italian restaurant there, like 50 people. And I went up to a couple and I said, hello, I'm the magician. Would you like to see a magic trick? And this guy scraped his chair across the floor, stood up, and he said, my wife has just asked me for a divorce.
Oh.
You really think I want to see some fucking magic? And I said, no, because I guess you just made half your house disappear. And I was fired immediately. That's how good at restaurant magic I was.
That's a good story, though.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you said that?
Oh, yeah. I love it. But it did mean that I was slightly poor for a while.
That was when you were not working as Piff, right?
I wasn't as Piff.
Yeah, see,
No.
Piff doing walk around magic now is
Kills.
fabulous.
That's my favorite thing
it's
ever.
wonderful. You just get to
Yeah.
really be rude to people.
If you're out
Oh
there
my
and you
God.
want to book a Magic Dragon, I would do any wedding, bar mitzvah, or event you have for a very reasonable price, as long as I can walk around and say anything I like to your guests.
It's fantastic.
I got a guy came up to me once and said, "What is your problem?" And I was like, "Nothing." And he was like, "You look at your face," and I was like, "Yeah, I just have resting bitch face." He's like, "You're like the Eeyore of magic." And then he
Eeyore of
fired me
magic.
because he was the groom and I was working their wedding.
The Eeyore of magic.
Yeah, the
That's
Eeyore
a
of magic.
compliment. Eeyore was my
Fabulous.
I
favorite.
love it.
Eeyore was my favorite Disney.
That's-
Eeyore was my
character.
favorite. I was a
Yeah.
big
I think
Eeyore.
we all
I had
feel.
an Eeyore plushie that I
Yeah,
slept
me
with
too.
Yeah.
Me
because
too.
I felt like sad for him and I had to buy him to take care of him.
We've got a dog that looks like Eeyore.
Really?
Yeah, it's the third one. He
Oh,
I'll show you. I'll
He's
find a
bigger
picture.
than Eeyore.
He's enormous. We got him, and he's the perfect dog for the show. This is before we cloned.
Oh, he's
Mr. Piffles.
just the
He's
best.
the perfect dog because we need that temperament of just sit there and do like a paperweight. And we got him when he was a puppy. He was a tiny ball of love, and then he grew and grew and grew, and he was perfect for the. And then he kept growing.
He's 3 times
Mr.
the size.
Piffles was 4.5 pounds.
He's a giant
This dog is
chihuahua?
16 pounds. We got him DNA tested. He's 100% Chihuahua,
Yeah.
but I can't hold him for that
He's
long.
just big boned.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to bring him on the show. We'll have to reinforce.
Yeah,
the
we have to
Yeah,
reinforce
yeah.
the floor. Yeah. Let's talk about something happy.
Okay.
So you're at Venetian.
Yes.
Favorite
Both, yeah.
show so far? One night when you were just like, oh my God, we just knocked it out of the park.
I mean, last night was pretty fun.
Yeah.
When did you
I have to
arrive
say,
back?
Monday. From
You arrived back on
London.
Monday
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then, from London, and then
I
you
went-
were.
I went to LA for a couple days and then I came right
Gosh.
here. But, I was fine. I felt pretty
Wow,
good yesterday.
That's so cool.
And it was a fun show because I kind of, when we left, it was sort of like, well, the dancers, like they might have to find other jobs
Right.
while I'm gone. And I was sort of like a pit in my stomach going, oh my God, am I going to lose some people? And I didn't lose anybody. And we were just so happy to be reunited, And even like, I love all my crew. There's not one person that I don't love that works on that show,
That's
it's
great.
like not one.
Wow. I can't say that.
I know, right?
He can't find one that he loves. No, that's not true.
Well, we fine-tuned it, if I can put it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Paul, can you fire people for me?
Can I? I don't look.
What? Just fire people?
I don't
Just
even
fire
work
you?
for your company.
So
This
there
is
you
the
go. You're
thing.
the best
Even
person.
I went to somebody who is great in your company who deals with stuff, and I said, "Can I have a parking pass for the Flamingo?" And that person went, "Well, you don't work for the company." I was like, "I'm coming and filming this."
And
podcast.
you said
I
you're
gotta pay.
fired.
I
That's
gotta
it.
Pay.
There
No,
you go.
I have to park at the far parking lot. Where's your park?
Underneath
Oh,
the
how's your
theatre.
car
Oh
park?
yeah. What's your
Do you
parking
got a good
situation?
park?
Yeah,
car
I have
park?
a great spot right in front of, underneath. right in
Yes.
front of-
Nice.
It's excellent.
That's the coolest thing about
It is
Vegas
great.
residency.
Like, I go out of my dressing room, get in the car, we drive home after the show.
Yeah.
Even on
Who
Sunday
was it we were
nights,
talking about
it's
who's
like-
got the most amazing... Is it Penn?
It's Penn's favorite Bob Dylan story
Oh, that's right.
is that
favorite Bob Dylan story? So there's-
Well, it's
yeah.
Penn.
He's obsessed with Dylan and has
The
taught,
Galapagos Islands as
taught-
well, apparently.
has taught Dylan magic. Can you believe that? But his favorite story is Dylan came to see the show, went outside for a cigarette. Penn joined him, and Dylan's like, "Is that your car?" Because he's got like a personalized number plate. Penn's like, "Yeah." And Dylan's like, "And that's your dressing room?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What is that, like 30 feet between your car and the dressing room?" Penn's like, "Yeah." And Dylan's like, "Wow." Just like Dylan's such an idol to him, and finally he impressed Dylan with his
Wow.
parking spot.
We've got about 30 feet between the
Yeah.
dressing
Yeah.
room. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
It shocked me when I came back here the first time. I was like, you get to park under this.
Yeah.
Hey, I was in a show. I had to park practically in Prim.
This is a serious piece of advice. Get an animal that is super cute because they get way more rights than you. I tell you, like when I've done anything, the first break I got in show business was doing Penn and Teller's Fool Us. And I got my own dressing room because of Mr. Piffles.
Mhm.
And so all of these acts were like freaking each other out by making themselves all nervous and like trying to top dog each other. Meanwhile, I was in a dressing room with Mr. Piffles and I in a zen-like calm.
I used to do a Dove act years and years
Oh,
and
there you
years
go.
ago, and the first time I did something decent with that, it was a big variety show, and exactly that. I ended up, I've got to because of
Yeah, you got to have your own
now
space.
I've got Nava, but Nava's just
You got to get Nava in your
I
act.
mean, Nava's too boisterous.
Paul's got a very nice pit bull, is it?
She's she's a pit, but I never thought I would have a pit, but she's a foster fail. But she does have a lion outfit, and I want her to do the
Jump through.
little jump through hoop.
When
with
I was a
lion.
kid, I like walked my great aunt's dog through a forest, and it saw a squirrel, and it took off, and I went flying with it.
I had that.
I
as a kid.
believe that the same thing would happen today.
Oh, if you
If
had
I
a
was
bigger dog.
walking Nava,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and she
She
squirrel.
doesn't, bless her. She and she just doesn't quite understand consent. We're
Right.
working on it, and
Right.
it's not for any reason other than she just loves people. But she's a strong dog.
I'm often impressed by my own weakness. I'm like, wow, I really can't lift this like one thing. And then, fortunately, a lot of strong people will. I mean, Jade,
Right.
for example, like I once woke up at 3 a.m. and she was standing over the bed with a taser in her hand. And I was like, what's going on? And she says, don't fucking move. And then she runs through the house going, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house. And a squirrel had come in. I had left the door open. I had left the door open and a squirrel had come in and knocked over a golf club.
Oh, and she
Jade
thought it was a
an
person.
intruder.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought she was just going
I
to
thought she was
tase a
just
squirrel.
me too. I
Yeah,
was like,
it's the only way to
it's-
deal with a squirrel.
And then the police, I demanded we bring the police over, and because I didn't know whether it was a squirrel or not, and the police told us it was a squirrel.
He's been working. The squirrel's been breaking into all
Yeah.
these houses. They're
He
on-
said, I know that. He showed me a
looking for your
mugshot.
nuts.
And I was like, do you have any? He was like, where are your nuts? So, and he said to me, you got to get a gun. And I was like, I've got Jade, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's better than a gun.
Yeah.
Jade does the heavy lifting in my house. I didn't get into
That's
magic
why
'cause I
Theodore
was-
couldn't be in the show. He's
right.
just too strong.
I can't lift him. He's too heavy. 16 pounds. It's too much.
That is heavy for a chihuahua.
I went to the gym for like
Yeah.
2 years in a row. Every 5 times a week.
I like how it was every day. Then it
It
was
wa-
Yeah,
I
the-
wasn't.
twice
the
a week.
gym was in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know.
Yeah, but I did the whole thing. I had a trainer and everything. Just never took. I never saw like the muscles. Never saw it all. I'm allergic to it, I guess. I need somebody to get super buff with me. Because it would be good to be a super buff dragon. You don't think that would be
Yeah.
people are like, oh my one time I wore a full suit, like suit, shirt, tie to a gig, went in the back, changed into a dragon outfit, did the gig, changed back into a suit, shirt, and tie, came through, and this guy was like, were you the dragon guy? I was like, yeah. And he's like, and this is how you dress off stage? I was like, yeah. And he's like, that's incredible. And I was like, I should do this all the time. Didn't take.
Yeah.
Didn't manage
Well,
it.
like James
Oh.
Bond, but you just choose to be in the dragon.
It would be a
ones.
great disguise. Just like walking in some tuxedo every day.
So that's too much effort. We're talking to burlesque legend and the amount
Oh,
of
I'm
work
just
that
thinking
goes
of, like,
into
how
the
much
costumes
work
and the look
How
and
long
the
does it take
hair.
to get ready every day?
Well, I think, there's the how long does it really take and how long does it take when you have to like run rehearsal or like talk to people or you're texting or you're like meditating or you're like, I'm going to lay here with these Thera boots on my leg. Like I just mess around in my dressing room for like 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about
But it
right.
doesn't really take me that long.
Right,
Like just
but-
being in London in a tiny little dressing room, I was like, I will get there 45 minutes before I
Yeah.
go on and I will pull it
Make
together.
it happen.
But I just, now that I'm in a big cushy dressing room again,
Do you ever-
Jade has it down to 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
but it's exactly the same. She's like an hour and a half, 2 hours because she'll like take her time and do all the
yeah,
stuff.
like you
and
don't
yeah.
want it to be like.
Do you ever have this
too
like
rushed.
reoccurring dream? Like, I don't know if you have it
Hmm.
with, I have it as a magician where it's like you've arrived to the gig, but it's like nothing's ready.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're now like 5 to 10 minutes. Because I feel like this doesn't take, obviously, very long, but like with magic,
You wear
know,
makeup,
I don't
though,
want
right, on stage.
Yeah, but I'm pretty, especially, well, when I was doing, so I was in Mad Apple, I was playing this New York character.
That's like a Cirque du
that,
Soleil
that
show,
was
so-
like I had these glasses and it was like very mob-esque, and weirdly I could put that makeup on a lot easier than like my sort of natural one. But I feel like magic, not to give too much away, but it's a lot of
We can give it away.
fiddling with little things, doing all these little setup, and it's
And, like,
probably a
don't you
lot
feel
like
like you have
trying
to
to
set
do
your
your
stuff, right?
makeup and
Yeah.
everything.
Do you
And I
set
have
your
this
own
dream
props?
of being
Well, not here, but like with the magic that I do, like on tour and my other shows, I definitely go there. I'm like, I need to look at it
Yeah,
and make
right.
sure, like, you know, the
'Cause it's the
pieces are
sort of
where
thing-
they go, right? Like, I don't.
I learned a big lesson from Penn and Teller.
Mhm.
We had a show with Penn, and he dressed up as my dad, Pop the Magic Dragon.
Mhm.
That's his side hustle.
Oh my god.
And all he needed was a key. So all he needed to have on him was a key. So I gave him the key before the show started. I was like, you'll need this later. We do the show. I said, right, can I have the key? And he's like, what key?
Oh.
I said, the key I gave you. He's like, I don't have it. And I'm like, well, what did you do with it? He said, I don't know. I just put it down. I'm like, but we need the key. He's like, well, then you should have put it in my pocket.
No.
And they have a rule where they don't put anything, and they don't touch anything.
Oh really?
And everything's set in their pockets. Everything's and one of the reasons is there's a couple of reasons, but one of the reasons is if they don't want to be the person who forgot the key.
Oh, they want to put the blame somewhere else. See, I
Yeah.
only want to blame myself. So
Yeah.
like, I don't let anybody tie my corset. I don't, I check every zipper for
But
thread.
they don't want
because I don't want to.
They don't want to do it like they don't want to
blame.
blame somebody. They don't want somebody else to have to say to them, "Oh, you know what? You forgot this." Because it's like if you're like
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
it's like a little
Get
tricky
it.
when you're kind of like trying to correct Penn
I
and
get it.
say, hey, like I was on stage.
like we were
Yeah.
when we were trying to get the
Uh-huh.
conversation off the 45 minutes of the Galapagos and the Darwin
Exactly.
theory. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just don't try. You just let it run.
Yeah, but now I've got to the point where I don't put anything in my pocket. I don't touch any props now.
Okay. Well, yeah. Like I don't need to in Vegas. Like, but
We found that I'm not responsible enough to do it. That's
You
what we
want to
found over many
standardize
years.
the procedure.
We just want it to
basically.
work, and it's like that's not
Yeah.
reliable enough.
Well, sometimes these gigs for me are like that reoccurring dream where I'm like, oh, I've got loads of time, and then I'm
my bad reoccurring dream is like in place of my crystallized costume is like this neon bikini, and I'm like, how am I going to do it in this? Like very
Yeah.
like I don't have my things that make me feel like me,
Right.
and I have
Right.
somebody else's things,
oh
and I'm like, I can't. How am I going to do this?
I have one where I'm in school taking a test, math test, I
Oh.
think.
Well,
No,
I
a
have,
computer test, and I haven't done any of the work for it, and I have to take it.
yeah.
it's a little bit like your degree then.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. I got through by promising to do one of the, the course leaders' children's birthday parties. That was how I made it through university. Wasn't good. I was not cut out for that. How long are you at the Venetian for?
I
Open-ended?
have dates through October right now, I think.
Yeah.
We just kind of like see how everybody feels and add dates
Yeah.
as we see. I'm taking November and December off because I have 1 week off
Right.
this year. Like I haven't had a week off since I don't know, last November. And I have to have dental surgery in that week off that I have next month. But
Which
so
doesn't really
November,
feel like
yeah,
time
so
off
like
when you gotta go to the
November and
dentist.
December, I do the London Palladium and all the UK.
Oh,
dates.
You did the
great.
Palladium.
I do.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's I
So
mean
I'm doing
that's
my,
like British Radio City, isn't it? Like that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's as
our-
good as it gets.
That's
in
as
the
good
UK.
as it
Pretty
gets in
much,
the
right?
UK.
Yeah,
Like-
no, not pretty much. That is
great.
No,
it.
that is the
That
one.
is the one.
Everybody knows the
Yeah,
Palladium.
so I do that like every few years. So I have a new tour. My show's called Nocturnelle, and it's my little magic illusions with striptease.
I love this.
Wow.
So you're
and-
doing it. So you're doing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
illusions.
I did
Great.
it in 2019. I started working on it.
Yeah.
You know Danny and Stacey Cole.
Yeah.
Yes.
They helped me.
Yeah.
They taught me
Yeah.
some things,
Yeah, they're
like
great.
the floating rose, along, like what Danny,
Danny and
does with the
Stacey
long.
Cole are two of my oldest friends in magic.
Yeah, really.
I'm in Hawaii
Yeah,
all
they
the time. I
taught
just
me
spoke to
the-
Stacey this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to write them because they taught me the floating rose,
They're awesome.
which is hard.
Such great
Like
people.
certain things are really hard in magic. Like
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like I had that
It's
that
expensive.
illusion set up in my living room for like 2 years.
Right.
It's expensive because illusions are expensive
Mhm.
to props. But even, if it's something that's just a rubber band it's expensive once you start doing it in labor, in
In
setting
labor.
it up,
Mhm.
in it breaking, and it changes. Like
I don't understand because like here's a question that I ask magicians lately. I can recover from tripping or
Right.
falling or like a costume piece not coming off. How do you recover from a magic trick going wrong?
It's binary. It's not like comedy or music where like if it's 95%, it's good enough. It's like
Yeah.
either is magic or it's not magic.
What do
But
you do?
there's
Just start
worse.
over? Do you just go, oh, wait, hold on, the magic wore off. Let me
sometimes-
start over.
Sometimes you can get to a different ending.
Yeah.
So like you can like
if the audience don't know where you're
Yeah, they
going
don't know
with
where
it,
you're going.
that's a little bit, you know.
but not all the time. Sometimes you just like, and we have things in this show that are like 99%, and we do 250 shows a year here.
Mhm.
So 2.5 times a year it goes wrong, and
Mhm.
there's no way out of it.
But
Mhm.
also, it's even worse. Luckily, you do comedy magic.
Right.
I do comedy magic. If you're doing the whole smoke machine leather pants kind of look,
which I'm
not
kind of doing my
ironically,
version of that. There's no
right,
leather pants.
then, but if you're not, if you're not parodying it, and you're like, it's very hard because you've,
If you're
the
not-
classic
yeah.
stereotype Vegas magician, that kind of like the
If you're
the
not
whole
honest
thing.
with the audience about the fact that it's not real, then you got nowhere to go.
okay, yeah.
If you're
It's how
like,
you deal with it too. I'm sure you've had moments where,
Yeah,
like you
I'm
say,
fine with like
stuff
I
happens.
nearly tripped last night and I just like laugh it off and go, "What was that?"
But that's
you
it,
know, like
right?
it's just fine. It's funny,
Yeah.
and people like to see that. break,
Exactly,
but I don't
especially when you're
know
playing like something
how
very
you do
glamorous
it.
or ethereal,
Yeah,
and then
it's
they see a
funny
little
if you're-
human moment.
Yeah, it's funny when you trip, or when you're trying to be glamorous. It's
Right.
funny.
But that's where a lot of that burlesque lies in comedy,
Mhm.
right? In the
Yeah.
early days and
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
and-
but like a lot of magicians have fragile egos, so when the trick doesn't work, they take it badly,
a lot of magicians,
Mm.
meaning not
and
us.
that is the show to see,
Mhm.
Yes.
because an angry magician is the greatest thing of all time.
Oh, fabulous.
Let's not mention any names, but yeah.
Oh, we can
I saw-
mention
I
that.
No,
mean-
I saw a show and I was kind of like, "Oh, this is very serious."
What does
Right.
it rhyme with?
It was very, no, it was great. It was very impressive, but it was
Yeah.
very
That
like,
stuff's
It's
yeah.
very impressive. His show is like there is not a car,
it's crazy.
and then suddenly there is a
How,
car in your
like,
face.
I know
Yeah.
how those tricks are done, and I was
Right.
like, I can't understand.
Yeah,
I was
he's
very
like-
So
Him
he's in
and- him
it's
and
like a
Pe-
whole other
Yeah,
thing.
him, Penn and Teller, they're on the bleeding edge of methods.
Mhm.
They're like, it's really like right on the edge of what's possible. The other day, oh man, oh god, the other day I had like 4 people in the show, and they were all dicks, right? And that just happens. And just
This was the show I was at.
you were at.
I
And-
wasn't one of those people, was I? So
yes,
5 people in
5.
the
You're
show.
right, there were 5, and it just so happened that they were all at one show because one dick, not a problem, but 2, okay,
yeah,
not
it was
4 dicks in a row.
Oh.
And then the 5th one was a little kid who kept barking at Fortune and upset Fortune.
Yeah, that kid in the
And
front row.
I
I
sort of
mean-
like, I kind of like had enough, and I told the kid off. And then I was like, I
But
don't
that
think.
kid had bought a stuffed Mr. Piffles, which did make it feel a
Really?
little
And
better.
also, I don't think his heart was in the right place. He was trying to join in,
Oh,
and I just
He was
I
so
did- I
excited.
hammered him.
This little kid was so excited. He was barking at
I
the stage,
know.
and
oh.
And-
I went up to. I did go up to him
Okay,
immediately
so
and
put
make
you up
it
there with
better.
the
You
mean
gave him a
magician.
banana.
With
No,
what?
mean magician.
Oh, terrible! This mean
That's
magician.
your-
See, I just
USP.
don't look. I don't have to look at people really. I don't have to engage with the audience, so
Right.
that's why it's good. If I look, I try not to really. If I look, I only glance at people, or I look for the people that have cute outfits on and stuff. But if I see some dude that's like this,
Oh yeah,
I'm just like, I can't with this. I
it's the worst.
can't.
See
So I
people
try
on
not
their
to look.
phone
at
and
them.
See, I can't help myself. If I see someone like that, that is exactly
Oh,
where my
no, I'm
focus is now.
avoiding.
And I'm not saying I always win, but now I'm
I-
like so
no.
obsessed with.
I don't try and
winning
win
you
them
over.
over anymore. I used to try and turn them
Oh, yeah, I
into.
know, I know.
I think that's
fan.
through like you doing so many shows. You guys, you work out where to.
I look for the
Where to
people who are
battle.
loving it, and I just focus on
Yeah,
them.
right. Me too. Me too.
100%.
I always have like one person I pick out, and I always say who it is when I go backstage. That the whole show is for,
Right.
like somebody who's got somebody who's just funny. Like there's funny people,
Yeah.
and then or people that have like a certain look that you're like that person is living for this show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
somebody
That's what I
who's
love
just
about this
like-
business. Is
Or
like,
somebody who's like 90.
When we used to do meet and greet after the show, because it's different to you guys, where you guys are the show, but over at Mad Apple, I was one part of the show, but I was kind of playing the kind of MC-ish character, and so we go out afterwards, and what I love about this business is you'd have a night where you think, you know, it's no big secret, but we do judge you as an audience sometimes. And, you know, you'd have shows where you'd go, oh, they're not so good tonight or whatever. And then you'd go out in this meet and greet and you'd just have person after person coming up that are like in tears or that was so, and you're like,
there's always a story. There's always, I've traveled, you know, 7 hours to be here. You know, somebody's sick. And this
that's
is like
why
one
you
of
should
the,
never throw it away, right?
Never.
Like
never,
you say,
never.
you find that
Never.
person that this show's for. That's a great
Yeah.
tip.
Yeah.
And we've done almost 2,000 shows in Vegas.
Wow.
And I can count on one hand the amount of times I've given up on a show. But one of the times I was just like, I've tried everything and I just cannot get them there. I don't know what to do anymore. And this person from a TV show, one of the like creators was there, and afterwards they were like, "Oh, that was great," and I was like, "Oh, I wish I'd have tripled, quadrupled down, done something to try and turn it around." But some nights you just can't get there. But
I just have fun, like, because I have the luxury of having all these great dancers on stage.
Right.
So it's like, I just have fun with them if
Yeah.
it's like there's not the energy coming from the audience, you know.
But
Yeah.
that was the thing that was so interesting that I learned over there is like when you are in your head about that is still sometimes it's just the dynamic of the audience, because doing that meet and greet afterwards, and maybe it's because I'm not a name, so they're talking about the show to me. And you're just like, oh yeah, like you guys didn't make much noise, but you were just a different audience.
some
you were
people
just a
don't.
different personality
Just
Some
as an
people,
enjoy it.
they need
audience.
permission. Like it'd be great to just have there was a guy in the London show and he was the whole time like, you know, very boisterous but funny and saying the funniest things, and you got the whole audience going.
Right.
So sometimes you just need like a plant who's out there like giving people permission to make noise too.
You can't have plants in the Piff the Magic Dragon show. There's $100,000 reward if anyone.
well, that's
can
what everyone
Oh,
thinks. Everyone
real-
thinks the whole
oh.
show's set up. Everyone.
You just need like, or you do like, you know, with this guy that came in that was really hilarious the whole show. I was like, I said to the club owner and the show manager, let this guy come to see the show whenever he wants for free. He
Right.
can have any seat he wants.
Right.
And that's what you do is give somebody, we have people like that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, just
Yeah.
tell Callie when you want to come. Like,
Yeah.
we like seeing the people that are really fun, but
That's
not
so
everybody
cool.
knows how to emote or show their pleasure on their face. That's what I always remember too when I look at somebody. Right, like like you just go, oh, I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't spot you in the audience at my show that one night, but I'm probably good that I didn't.
Probably good. It was not probably, it was definitely good.
Okay.
I try to enjoy myself as much as I can, and I just cannot get it.
No.
up here.
I have known Piff since before he was Piff, and we've only been close probably for 4 years, and I've probably known you for 15
Yeah.
because I just thought he hated me
Yeah.
because of his resting bitch face
Mm.
It's
and his
it's a
indifference.
real disease, guys.
Do you have any top tip, like little secret spot, restaurant you like, something you like to do in Vegas that's maybe not part of the usual? I guess Liberace Museum's gone now,
Yeah,
but
like all my kind of like Vegas-y things are. I try to see a show whenever I'm here at night, but I'm rarely am when I'm not doing a show anymore.
Mhm.
But my thing is I like to get in the car and I like to go to like Chinatown, Japantown,
Yeah.
you know, and do
Mhm.
things over there. I love, nobody bothers me at all. I'll go and I go to this Japanese head spa and get like an hour.
Oh,
long
Jade and I
head
have
massage.
started doing that.
I love that so
It's the
much.
best.
I just love going over there because I can just,
that's part of town.
Do they show you a
whatever.
head before and afterwards?
What?
Do they do
Oh
their thing?
no, but I've done that before. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you? I don't care.
Like on the camera. No, it's just like a real nice like Japanese one, and
Yeah.
it's like really, I love that. So I like doing things
Some
like
good
that.
izakayas over there in
Mhm.
Chinatown.
Japanese
Some
head
great,
spa.
Japanese town.
great
tip.
sushi
That's-
too.
My warehouse is right by there. That's my
That's
part
where you
of
get-
town. Love
yeah.
that part of town. So
Mhm.
good. People don't realize, and the food's so good.
So there's really good.
So
food
much
over
good
there.
food off the strip.
There's great food in
Mhm.
Vegas. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I have to stop eating it.
there is. Yeah, but I do get tired of restaurant food, and I just want to go home and like make my own lunch and
Right.
breakfast. You know,
Yeah. Favorite
like the thing.
performance or performer you've ever seen here in Vegas?
ever
Doesn't
here in
have to
Vegas.
still be open.
I mean, I loved the Jubilee show. It was so high camp.
Yeah.
With the
Mhm.
pyrotechnics and the Titanic sinking and it was crazy.
How many
It was
people
really
did you say
crazy.
were in that
Crazy.
show?
Well, at one time, no, there wasn't always that many people,
Right.
but in its heyday,
Yeah.
there was like, I think it was 125. And, you know, the costume budget was massive. It was like the same kind of budget they would have spent on Awakening.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
the crazy
Probably
budget.
4 times that amount.
Oh, yeah.
Back
Like
in
It was
the
crazy.
feather budget alone in like 1970, it was $1 million.
Feather
in
budget.
1978
Yeah.
money, just for the feathers, loose, not anything done with them. It was all Bob Mackie and Pete Menefee and just crazy amount of money, because that was the big show to see. That was what people went to see. And so that's where the budgets went.
How cool,
So,
though, to
that
be
I love.
bringing back some of that,
Yeah.
reimagined, some of
Yeah.
that glamour, and in a, you know, not in a sort
New
of
way.
old hat way, but in a modern, fresh,
Right.
commercial
Reinvented.
way. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
I
it.
had
awesome.
some showgirl purists coming for me.
Yeah.
Like really mad that I was not tall enough, that I'm too old, that it's for, you know, ballerinas
God.
that were too tall for ballet, and that I shouldn't have been doing it. And I definitely shouldn't put feathers on the guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Those guys are like super macho
I,
in their
I
feathers.
love
Who
I love
cares?
the show boys. They were great.
Oh,
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Amazing.
So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I loved that. I don't know. I mean, I used to, if I can be honest, I used to just like to come here in the early 90s and take psychedelics and walk around Vegas.
well, see,
It's a
some
good
things
time
never
too.
change.
That's what I
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
That's great.
That was my thing in the early 90s.
I love
People
it.
still doing that
I do that nightly.
legally now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get those mushrooms.
That's everyone's on that these days.
Go see Dita's show.
Oh my goodness, go see
And
it.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
for
Thank
being
you.
here. One more thing. We're gonna bop it off.
Bop It Extreme.
This is extreme though, right?
Oh, okay.
This is
I like
extreme.
this is the better
You
one.
can spin it, pull it, flick it, twist it, bop it.
Okay, hold on.
Have we got it on
No.
the right
For a
setting this
second.
time?
It's been like a good
Yeah.
decade. It's been like 20. It's been like 20 years.
Yeah, wait, you might. I think. Press the middle
What
button.
do you mean? Do you know I used to be a professional at this? Between
What?
this and Uno.
Oh,
I'm like, you
this
know,
is a
I'm in
relationship.
that-
These two,
I'm in
they're having a
that
quarrel. I love
Uno
it.
Tournaments, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, the Vegas one.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in it.
So I want to be.
Oh, you want to
But
be?
I was a little bit like, how much does this gig pay? Like they asked me about it, and I was kind of like, wait, poker stars. Wait, is this Uno stars? Is there a paycheck? But you know, first, you know how it is.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, let's get into it. I love Uno. Okay, but I used to feel the same way about Bop It that I do about Uno, but this one's different.
This is big.
This
Now
is the
listen,
Bop It
Play the old
Extreme.
one. Okay.
there's only one record to beat, and that's Pens, which I think is like 4 or 5. Not
I
much,
thought it
right?
was 6.
6. Okay.
It
wait,
took
then
about
maybe
an
we
hour.
should.
That's pull it.
Pull it. Okay. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I
Okay, just
twist it.
let us know when you're ready.
I didn't
Take
have
it.
to
We don't
wear
want.
glasses when I twist
Okay.
it, flick it, spin it, twist it. Okay.
Oh, this is serious to play for now.
So I used
Okay.
to do it standing
Oh, you're,
up.
you're standing
Oh,
up to do it.
Okay.
Are you gonna do it standing up?
Wait.
What?
fast?
What?
I think you beat Penn. That might be a 5.
No, wait.
5, high score.
No, this is the best Bop It player I've ever seen in my life.
I know. All on
You're
the
doing
beat.
it with the rhythm and
With
the
the
beat. This
rhythm.
is incredible.
That was good.
All right, wait.
That was
I want to
really
see this
amazing.
again.
That was
Round
so
two. You
good.
got it. Come on, round
Okay.
2. Here we go.
Battery's dead.
Stop.
Wow. Well, you're still the winner.
There you go.
Solo.
This thing's broken.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bop it to start.
I'm focusing. Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, you have to pull it. There you go.
Okay. Oh.
Oh,
That was so good though.
7. 7.
I've never seen anybody
That
play
was-
Bop It like this.
Have me back
You have to
again,
be,
and I'm gonna-
yeah, in the
I'm
rhythm.
gonna go get mine out of storage.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be.
I feel
on.
like this, you could do a
I used to
Bop
really
It
like
burlesque
this, like, I would
number.
do this,
Yeah.
know,
You got to
like, I
twist
used
it,
to,
you
like-
got to spin it.
Oh, you did the whole thing? I think this is.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
just
do
going
the
to,
thing anymore because last time I used to play Bop It, I could, see.
Yeah,
I'm just
going
going to pitch this.
Yeah.
Not a huge martini glass, not a huge rhinestone horse. You're on a huge Bop It. And you spin it, twist it.
Spin it.
That'd be,
yeah.
Bop It. That'd be great.
7.
7, the grand champion.
Wow.
Have me back in a
Okay.
video even
We'll
higher.
get you back with Jade.
Wow. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
I love
And
it.
also, I would like to play original Bop It.
Oh, I have an
Because it's
original Bop It at home.
better. It's
Do you?
better.
Yeah, that's only got
Those
3
ones are
things, right? It's got a pull and
Oh,
a.
no, it's the
Isn't it?
same. It's just like heftier.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a lot. There's a lot to this one.
why is this extreme then?
Regular Bop It was not available on Amazon.
I have a regular one. It's got less buttons.
Oh, can you bring it in?
Yeah,
Can you bring in the old school Bop It?
old school Bop It.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Well, if you're out
And a
there,
Uno tournament.
Bop It. We're looking for a sponsorship deal.
Yeah. Maybe they'll add Bop It to the tables eventually.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be good. You can go around and
you could clean
Oh,
up.
I just realized I'm just not on at all.
no,
It's fine.
you are the greatest Bop It player
On this
I've
show.
ever met.
I mean, I'm only the third guest though, so it's not.
No,
very...
in my life, I love Bop It.
In your life,
In my life,
really?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's like a dance.
I didn't know
Did you
that.
play Bop It, Callie? I don't remember. Or is it before your time?
I mean, when you
wanna
when you
go?
watch
I used to just
when you
like,
watch like a choreographer call out the moves and stuff, I always think, how do they? How do you? It's that, right? You're
Yeah.
like, you just have, okay. Here we go.
No, look, where's my rhythm? There's no.
yeah, you gotta you have a little bit of time there, you know.
You look like
I just
you're
slapped-
pretending to drive Formula One in your desk.
That was the wrong one. Thanks for listening to What Happened in Vegas. Don't forget to follow us wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review, preferably a nice one, right?
Yeah. If you hated it, find 5 places you hated it and give us a star for each of those.
Yeah, if you get 5 good things from a podcast, that's
Yeah.
enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.